Now, I will start my declaration in English. I'm here in Beauce, at the border of the state of Maine, today to speak about immigration. Trudeau has seriously damaged our economy, our society, and our culture with mass immigration. As you know, for the last 10 years, Trudeau did open our door to immigrants all over the world. I can tell you that I started to speak about immigration in 2016 when I was running for the leadership of the Conservative Party of Canada, and also in 2018 when we created the People's Party of Canada. At that time, speaking to control immigration was not that popular. That was a taboo. That was not politically correct to speak about immigration. But we did it because that was the right thing to do for Canadians and for our country. And yes, some people threw names at us. Some people said at that time that we were racist because we just wanted to reduce the number of immigrants in our country. I can tell you, we were right at that time, and we are even more right today. Because today, everyone realizes that mass immigration has caused major problems in our country. You know, we have the housing crisis, also the stagnation of our standard of living because of mass immigration, the fact that we are importing people coming from a third world country with their culture and their values that are different from our culture and our values, and it's very difficult for them to integrate it into our society. And also, we have fake refugees that are coming to our country, and we know that mass immigration put pressure on our healthcare system and our infrastructure. So all that is because of the Liberals and the Trudeau government. They opened our door to millions of people for the last 10 years. But now they are trying to a little bit fix the problem by reducing foreign workers and also international students. But Mark Carney, who is the new leader of the Liberal Party of Canada, is right now having a new guy that is advising him on a lot of issues, and including immigration, Mark Wiseman. Mark Wiseman was part of the Century Initiative. That is the group of people who wanted our country to have 1 million people before the end of this century. They believe in mass immigration. And actually, they believe in mass immigration, but more important also, they are saying everybody can come here without doing any background check on these people. That's the guy who's giving advice to Mark Carney. What I'm telling you, we cannot trust the Liberals to fix the problem that they created. As for Pierre Poilievre and the Conservative Party of Canada, for the last 2 years, Pierre Poilievre was campaigning and arguing for more immigrants, more international students, and more temporary foreign workers. And he was saying also at the same time that, you know, we must not have a number for immigrants every year. That must be the private sector who must decide that. So he was in favor of cheap labor for big businesses. And at the same time, he was campaigning across the country and pandering to immigrant communities and telling them that it's okay to help them to have their extended family to be here. That means their grandfather, grandmother, brothers, and sisters. Poilievre is doing that to gain votes, to buy votes, and he's not, when he's doing that, he's not putting the interest of Canadians first. So, today, Canadians are saying enough is enough with mass immigration. More than 70% of them are saying we must end mass immigration. So what Pierre Poilievre did, flip-flop again. He said now, and he was able to put a number, he's okay with 250,000 new immigrants every year. Plus, you must add to that all these foreign temporary workers, all these international students, all these refugees. And over 4 years, that will be more than 1 million foreigners in our country. He's doing that when we are in the middle of a crisis. It won't solve the crisis. We need to solve that crisis for the benefit of Canadians. So, right now, he's telling us that he wants to build houses. He wants to build houses not for Canadians. He wants to do that to be sure that it will be able to have more foreigners coming to our country. He wants to build houses for foreigners. By doing that, you know, Canadians won't be able to have a house that will be at a good price. Right now, what is happening, we have that housing crisis, and with Poilievre is putting the interest of foreigners before the interest of Canadians. That is the Conservative Party of Canada. Poilievre and Carney are the same about immigration. They won't solve the problem. We will. We will, the People's Party of Canada, we are putting forward a proposal to have a moratorium on immigration, a pause on immigration, until we solve these problems that we have because of mass immigration. We are the only party that is putting Canadians first and our country first. I just want to speak about the news of yesterday coming from Radio-Canada in French. Céline Galipeau said that Maxime Bernier and the People's Party won't participate in the national debates. That is telling me that the Leaders Debate Commission did a process, a fake process, just to exclude the People's Party of Canada. They were supposed to give us a decision next week, but now the decision is out there, and I know that is their decision because Radio-Canada is one of the producers of these debates. That is telling me that was a fake process, and they did that process only to exclude the People's Party of Canada. They changed, as you know, the criteria for for me, just to be sure that I won't be able to participate, because the criteria that they said that I must meet in 2021, I'm able, and the People's Party is able to meet that criteria. But they decided to change that to exclude us, and now the decision is out there. So, you know, it's undemocratic, it's unfair, and actually, they are censoring 840,000 Canadians. So for me, I will do a campaign, and I'm ready to debate. And if there's people online that wants to do a debate with the leaders, I'll be there, and I will be always fighting for our values and fighting for Canadians by ending mass immigration. Thank you very much.